Yo guys, this is a really short, so I'm back with another video, and today guys I'm showing you guys how to get better at building. I'm going to be giving you guys some building tips and different styles of building. If you guys do enjoy the video, leave a subscribe, leave a like, comment and all that good stuff. And yeah, enjoy the video. So the first thing we're going to get into guys is ramp pushing. So if you guys don't ramp push, this is basically the basic steps of building. So what you got to do is to ramp push. All you got to do is basically just push up with ramps. So say if there's a guy, say that car's a person, okay? You're not going to run up because then they're going to be open, and especially this. A lot of people used to do this and before that first came out. So the best thing to do is to ramp push, because you can also maintain high ground whilst doing it. So if they're like that, you can also place a wall to make it double supportive, and then you know you can push up and then you have the high ground and now you can kill them. But you gotta sometimes slow down whilst doing it, because if you're pushing up and then they start like shooting your thing and you're like that, you just gotta like keep replacing it until they stop and maybe they have to reload, and that's maybe when you can maintain the high ground and then, you know, hit a sniper shot or something. So now we've got the basics out of the way. Now we're just going to get into some actual different styles of ramp pushing you can do. So the first style is ramp, wall, ramp, wall, ramp, wall. The second style is double ramp and double wall. Oh. Now we're going to go back to a single ramp wall. So back to the basics, ramp wall, ramp wall. Now this time you just want to add a platform. So after you place your stair, you want to go platform wall. What this does is when people are below, it makes an extra layer, so maybe it's not as easy to shoot down. If they're like that, you can easily shoot it down compared to another platform. So it takes a little bit longer and you have maybe a bit more time to, I don't know, react. The final example ramp push is going to be double wall, double platform and double ramp. So double ramp, double platform and double wall. This is going to be quite difficult for some people. I can't really do it, but if you want to try practice it, I know you can really do it, but as you can see I can't really do it. I'm a console player, so it's kind of harder to do this kind of stuff. If you're a PC player, it'll be way easier. So there you go, double ramp, double wall. There's also other ways just like this, so you can do so what you want to do is, so you gotta have it like that, okay? So you're gonna do stair, platform, wall, stair, stair, platform, wall, stair. But this is pretty useless in game, as like I know a lot of people like don't really use this. I know, but it's easy to just do that the other ways. Now guys, we're going to get into different styles or way of building in build fights or build battles, whatever you want to call them. So normally when you're playing in a playground, or I don't know, you're in a public match or something, you're normally both pushing up with ramps. So another way is if so the first way is if you're just like this, you can try cone them maybe, and then you can grab like high ground and like, I don't know, edit it or something. Or just like, you know, now they're covered, so you have a bit more time to grab high ground and stuff. After you grab your high ground, you can maybe edit down, try to kill them. The second type of way is just instantly gaining the high ground instead of trying to stop them from trying to catch up with your build. So the way you can do is you can build up maybe, and people spin around normally, just like that, and then they gain the high ground or something. Another way is, this is the way I prefer to do it, so when you're pushing up you can do 90 degree turns, so now it's much faster. Probably the most final style that most people use would be just doing big 90 degree turns, so you would go like that and then you would go up. For people that aren't really can get the hold of just like straight 90 degree turns, just like this, and then just like find it difficult, the longer 90 degree turns are better, because then it just gives you more time to, like, I don't know, rest your stamina, or just if you're not such a fast builder, it's much better to do that. Now what we're going to get into guys is coning. So coning, I already showed you guys what coning kind of is, but coning is very important now, because it used to not be so important, but now a lot of people are starting to find out how to cone and stuff. What coning is say you're like this, and then maybe, oh sorry, and then someone's above you. Coning is where you'll place a pyramid above their head, so it would be like that. And then say if they're, you know, coming here, and then you place a pyramid above their head. Now they're stuck and they have to go back the other way, and it just gives you a bit more time to, you know, maintain the high ground if they like get off you just like that. So if they're above you, get more time, and then you can just maybe like go to the left or something, and then maybe do like a 90-degree turn. It helps you maintain the high ground. And now I'm just going to show you a different style of coning. Really different style, same thing, but from different angles. Sometimes when you're coning, you're going to be in a different position, and I just show how good coning is, guys, because you can cone from so far away. So if you're like here, look at this. Oh wait, no, what is it? You can. Oh no, I don't. I think I said the wrong position. So you can cone from like all the way down here, guys. As you can see, if you crouch, sometimes you can cone all the way from down here. As you see, I've coned nearly from the bottom of my stairs. Not just the bottom, but maybe a third up. But you can get it pretty low, and then they're gonna have to try break it or go a different way up. So it's just gonna make it much easier for you to like catch up with them and maybe not get that high ground so easy. And now I'm gonna show you guys the last style. And now this is called, a lot of people like to say like reverse psychology if you want to take it that far, but I just call it like reverse coning. So what you would do is say someone's building up at you, okay? So you're both building up, okay? You get above them, and then so they get above you, and then you're gonna cone them, okay? Instead of them being able to cone you, if you reverse the cone, so you're building above them and place a cone and just quickly edit it, they can't really cone you because it's your cone. So if they're like, as you can see here, they're here, and they're trying to like cone, oh crap. They're there and they're trying to cone you. If you've already placed your cone, they can't place the cone. If you edit it, and then you can keep going. A lot of fast builders and fast editors do this, like Tfue. I normally do it, I can do it. You just get used to just building up, so that you just get above them, pretty edit it, and then, you know, you get the high ground instead of them being able to cone you. But sometimes you're not ready for this. Say if you're like this, and then they just randomly get a lucky cone on you. It's kind of difficult, but reverse coning is really good because, I don't know, instead of getting coned and losing high ground, you can actually reverse it. Now guys, the last thing, I'm going to show you my editing binds. So if you can see, I'm probably a fast, like mostly a fast editor for console. And what a lot of people don't have is these new settings. So with circle, you can make the editing button. If you come all the way down here in your settings, you can come across the control edit whole time. I put on 14. A lot of people put it to 10. So what this does is it helps you when you're trying to edit. It edits a lot faster, so like you can go into the editing scene much faster. Let me show you what it was like before, so you can have an idea of what it is, because it's really hard to explain. So when it was back to this, is how long it used to be. So it used to take a bit of a while. If you watch the circle, so it says edit here, circle, you can see it in my, that thing there that made me at. See, it takes a much longer to go around. So if you make it like shorter, it's actually, if you lower the time or the number down, it edits much faster. But what I do, guys, is I have two buttons to edit. I use circle, and I also use what you would use for map normally. It's hard to explain. I use left on the D-pad for map, but let me show you guys in the settings. You see, if you look at my settings, if you go, oh, it won't let me go. Okay. So I'm going on it now. You can see what that is that's that big pad in the middle of the control, which you would normally do for open map. And then here I use this for, I use that for map. I use left on the D-pad because map isn't all that important. You're not always looking at the map. And then you can change your editing controls and stuff, but it's not a big deal. But if you can get used to that, that'll be helpful. Now guys, I'm going to quickly show you some things that can help you with improving your editing. So the first thing that will most help you improve is building 1x1s and then trying to edit your way down. So what you'd have to do is you just have to build a normal, instead of having to build 1x1, you can just do stair, platform, stair, platform, stair, platform, stair, platform, stair, and just keep going. And then what you can do is just try to get down really fast, so like this, and then you just go down, and then you and then try time yourself maybe, and it just help your editing. You might not be fast first try, but then you'll keep improving hopefully your time. With circle it's a lot different, because like, you know, because a lot of people that play with circle, see it takes a lot longer with circle. So down on the D-pad makes it pretty much faster, but a lot of people can't really do that. They can't, like, I don't know, do down on the D-pad. It's pretty hard for them. I don't always use the D-pad. Sometimes when editing stairs I always use the D-pad, yeah. But when like editing, like, I don't know, so when I'm building up like this and I use the cone, I use circle. I don't know, because it's kind of hard to reach for the thing, because like, yeah, it just doesn't feel right using the cone for that. I mean, the D-pad for that. The big button, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know what to call it. But when editing stairs, I always, or platforms, sometimes platforms I use both. But when using it, it's really helpful. And you can also do this. So you just do loads of walls like this. This can help improving editing your walls. A lot of people do doors. This takes a much longer editing time. Well, not like it's faster to edit the wall, but it takes longer to get through. So if you do like oh, I have to read on my snapper. If you just do that, so you do them two, and then like you do a door, and then you do one to the bottom of the right. So that makes that, and it's just much easier. So like if you're running through like doing doors, it takes much longer, as you can see. You know, but when you use this system, you know, wait. I have to, you know, when you do it like that, it's much faster. That makes sense. Or you can do that. A lot of people edit like that. I find this way the best way of editing walls. That, or that. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop a sub and a like. If this helped you out, make sure to leave a comment telling me it did. It'll be my day. And you guys have a wonderful day. And yeah, peace.